Hi all, welcome to Geeks for Geeks. I am Utkarsh Kesarwani, your DSA mentor, and I am going to solve today's problem of the day. So the question is saying that you are given a 2D list grid of size n cross m consisting of values 0 and 1. So it means wait for a second. Yeah. So it means that there is a grid n cross m grid in which the values are zeros and 1. So the grid can be like this n cross m, and in that in cells the values can be 0 or it can be 1 like this. Okay, a value 0 means that you can enter that cell. 0 means enter that cell, and 1 implies that entry to that cell is not allowed. It means 1 means not allowed, we cannot go to that cell, not allowed. You start at the upper left corner of the grid 1 comma 1, and you have to reach the bottom right corner n comma m such that you can only move in right or down direction from every cell. Also saying that we can only move to right or we can only move to down from any cell. And at the starting we are at this corner, we are at this corner, and we have to reach to this corner. In the question they have written one by one in one base indexing, but whenever we talk about the matrix, so it is 0 comma 0. So it means we have to start from 0 comma 0 and we have to go to n minus 1 and m minus 1. This is our column, so m minus 1 and row is n minus 1. We have to reach to this cell. Your task is to calculate the total number of V's reaching the target. The first and last cell of the grid can also be 1. It is guaranteed that the total number of V's will fit within a 32-bit integer. So it means it is saying that you have to start from here. There may be many paths possible to reach this, like this. So you have to count the total number of paths from which you can go from this cell to this cell. You have to tell this. Okay, so let's see it with the help of example. In example there is 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0. So I told you that once means we cannot go to this cell, so let mark this cell with red. We cannot go here. Okay, and also let's mark the numbering, index numbering. So it is 0 1 2 0 1 2. So how we can do it? Just quite simple. It is saying that in this starting we are at cell 0 comma 0 0 comma 0. Okay, so we will see from 0 comma 0 cell to which path we can go, and we will count the ways if we reach to the last cell. Okay, so we can always go to right or down. So go to right, go to down. If we will go to right, right means our column, right means here, so our column will be 1 plus but row is same, so we will reach to 0 comma 1, and we can easily go because there is 0, so no problem. Similarly for down, we will come to row number 1 and column number 0. Again from here right and down, so right and down. Okay, so we are at this cell number 0 comma 1. If we will move to the right, we can move because there is 0, so we will reach to 0 comma 2. And if we will move to down from this cell, so it is 1 comma 1. We cannot go to 1 comma 1 because there is 1. So let's suppose we come to 1 comma 1, but we cannot move further. Whenever I will come at this place, I will just say return 0 because this cell is not valid. So from here I will say that there is no further valid paths. So 0 for that there is no path. Okay, again same here, right and down. So if I will go from 1 comma 0 to the right, so it will be 1 comma 1, and if I will go from 1 comma 0 to down, so it is 2 comma 0. 2 comma 0. So this 1 comma 1 will also return a 0 because there is no further path possible. Okay. Then from 0 comma 2 we again have two choices, right and down. So if we will move to the right from 0 comma 2, so we will reach to this cell 0 comma 3. We will reach to 0 comma 3. If we will move to down, so down means your row will be 1 plus, so 1 comma 2. Here we cannot go because we have written 0 from here. Then we will come to here, right means column plus 1, so 2 comma 1, and down means row plus 1, so 3 comma 0. Okay. Now 0 comma 3 you cannot go here, so here also it will return as 0. 1 comma 2, here is your 1 comma 2, so from 1 comma 2 you can again go to right and the down. So two cases. If I will go to the right, so my column will be 1 plus, so it is 1 comma 3. For down, a row plus, so 2 comma 2. Similarly for 2 comma 1, where is this here is 2 comma 1. Two choices. First one is column plus 1 for the right, so 2 comma 2, and here we have 3 comma 1. 2 plus 1, 3 comma 1. For this 3 comma 0, 3 comma 0 does not exist in the matrix, so we will return 0 from here. Okay. Now we have 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3 also not exist in the matrix, so 0 from here. 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2 is the cell which we wanted to visit, and yes, we visited, so it means we got the one path, so we will return 1 from here. Here it is 2 comma 2, so we will return 1 here because we got that cell where we want to go. 3 comma 1, 3 comma 1 does not exist, return 0 from here. Now we will add the paths because we want the total summation of the number of ways. So 0 1, so 0 plus 1, 1 will come here. 1 plus 0, 1 will come here. 0 plus 1, 1 will come here. Now for the right side, 1 plus 0, so 1 will come here. 1 plus 0, 1 will come here. 1 plus 0, 1 will come here. 1 plus 1, so 2 will come here. So 2 is your answer. Okay. So we can do it like this. First we will traverse one path and then backtrack and see other possible paths and take the sum of all the paths. So let's do it. So I will create a recursion function, int recursion, in which I will get this vector of grade. So vector of int and grade and I and j. What I will see that if my this I or j is out of bound, so if I, since we can only go to right or down, so it means I value will be increasing only now. So if my I is equal to grid dot size means n, or my j is equal to grid of 0 dot size means column size. So if this happens, so we will return a 0 here, means no further path possible to reach the last corner of the matrix. Okay. Apart from this, I will check that whether entry to that cell is allowed or not. So if grid of I comma j is equal to 1 means entry is not allowed, so also return 0. Else int answer is equal to 0. In answer we have to plus first by going to the right side. So recursion grid for right side my j will be plus 1, and similarly for down side, so recursion grid I plus 1 comma j, and in the last we will return our answer, and from here we will call this, so return recursion grid 0 comma 0. Let's try run it. Yeah, we have to also mention that case now. If my I is equal to grid dot size minus 1 means n minus 1, and my j will be uh, grid of 0 dot size minus 1. So it is written 1 here. Yeah, correct. Let's submit the solution. Yeah, it is giving TLE. Why TLE? Because if you will see the constraint, the matrix size is 10 to the power 6, and if I will see this recursion tree, so for every cell you have two possibilities, one for right and one for down. So the time complexity for this solution will be 2 to the power n into m, the size of the matrix, which is much greater than the 10 to the power 8 operations. Okay, so what we can do, we know that there are two states I and j which keeps on changing, but there are certain states which are repeating. For example, here you can see that let me show you one thing. Yeah, here it is 2 comma 2 and 2 comma 2. So when we have already calculated this 2 comma 2, so why to further go for this 2 comma 2? Why not to use this value? Okay, in this tree all the cases are not visible, but yes, there can be states which are repeating, so we will use a DP for that. And which type of DP we will make? Because there is I and J, so two states are changing, so we will create 2D DP. What will be its size? I comma j, so the value of I can be from 0 to n, and the value of j can be from 0 to m. So here n values, here m values, it is n minus 1, m minus 1. Okay, so we will create a DP of size, total will be n here, so n cross m. So let's create a DP. First create this n and m, so int n is equal to grid dot size, and m is equal to grid of 0 dot size. So vector of int dp, and its size will be n comma vector of int m comma minus 1. We will put minus 1 in starting and pass this dp. So comma dp, here we will take this dp, so vector of int and dp, and after all the base condition we will write one more base condition. If dp of I comma j is not equal to minus 1, so return dp of I comma j, and we will pass dp here, and before returning our answer we will update our answer to dp of I comma j is equal to answer. Let's submit the solution. Yeah, the solution has been submitted correctly. So after using DP, there can be only n into m cases possible. So the time complexity will be O of n cross m, and the space complexity will be, since we are using a DP vector, so it is n cross m. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. If you have any doubt, you can comment in the chat box below, and bye, have a good day.